Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to today's reading. I'm popping in outside my usual posting times because I've been sensing some intense collective energy coming through that I felt needed to be shared. Now, even though this message is for the collective, remember that within this larger group, there are many different waves, timelines, and unique journeys. So, this message might not resonate with everyone. It's meant for a specific group within the collective. The energy I'm tuning into today revolves around a situation where your intuition is running wild, especially when it comes to a particular person or connection in your life. Something has sparked a deep, intuitive awareness within you, giving you a strong sense about this person or situation, even if it doesn't seem to match up with what's happening in the physical world right now. You might be seeing little signs or synchronicities, but they seem so small compared to the overwhelming feelings you're experiencing inside. For those of you this message is for, the challenge you're facing is that your intuition is speaking loud and clear, but you're not seeing that same level of confirmation in the physical world yet. This might leave you doubting what you're feeling deep inside. So, I'm here to remind you, your intuition is spot on. For some of you, that might be the whole reason you found this video, to hear that you can trust that inner knowing. We'll dive into some specifics about what this intuition might be pointing toward, but remember, because we're tuning into the energy of many different people, that inner knowing could mean different things for each of you. The main takeaway here is this: if you're in a situation where your intuition is going into overdrive, feeling so intensely about something, yet the physical reality doesn't quite match, maybe just offering small hints, trust your intuition. It's the guidance that's truly aligned with you. I'm getting that. Trusting your intuition doesn't always mean you need to take immediate action. Yes, you can absolutely trust the insights you're receiving, but sometimes it's best to sit with this knowing and let things unfold naturally in the physical world. This is especially true when it comes to connections with others, whether it's a friendship, a business partnership, or a romantic relationship. Even if your intuition is spot on, it doesn't mean you should rush to act. Instead, allow things to develop at their own pace while you relax into that sense of knowing. Trust it, but let it flow. Now, I'm going to pull some cards to dive deeper into this energy. And as I reach for the Energy Oracle deck, I notice the Yin-Yang card sitting at the bottom, reversed. This card, to me, is the ultimate twin flame symbol, though it doesn't have to be specifically about a twin flame. Whether it's a twin flame connection or a deep soulmate bond, I'm picking up on a powerful energetic pull here. Now, let's get a bit more specific. As I mentioned earlier, this intuitive feeling could be about anything in your life, not just a person or relationship. But for those of you dealing with a love connection, this message is especially for you. If this is about a romantic connection, you've probably been feeling a deep longing, one that's hard to fully put into words. It's like you're energetically tied to this person, and that connection has your intuition buzzing like crazy. What I'm picking up on is that this person is also receiving signs and feeling the pull toward you. But here's the difference. You're the more intuitive one in this connection. You're more spiritually awakened and energetically receptive, which means while you're both experiencing this bond, you're much more aware of it being a soul connection. For you, the guidance is loud and clear, while for them, it's more of a slow burn. Over time, they'll begin to realize what this connection truly means. The word absence keeps coming up, and it's leading to an interesting message. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. Hopefully, you've got a cozy drink with you too, like tea, coffee, or whatever feels comforting right now. What I'm picking up is that the person you're connected to is going to realize the depth and intensity of your bond in a more organic, gradual way. This is because they tend to be more skeptical and less consciously open to spiritual concepts. As a result, you're the more spiritually open or intuitive one here, so you're able to clearly and quickly understand the nature of your connection. Meanwhile, they're going to come to this realization more slowly as they spend time connecting with you. Now, let's circle back to that word, absence. This part is a bit complex, so stick with me. Your physical absence or distance from this person is actually going to be a key factor in helping them recognize just how unique and powerful this connection truly is. For you, this distance isn't as necessary because as the more intuitive one, you already have a clear understanding of the spiritual bond you share. But for them, this space will allow that slow burn realization of your energy to really sink in. Let's get into the details. What's really going to happen during this period of distance or absence is that this person will come to realize that no matter how often they see you or interact with you in the physical world, the bond remains strong. You continue to occupy their thoughts, and in fact, those feelings only grow stronger when you're not around. This is completely new to them, unlike their past experiences, where distance meant out of sight, out of mind. In those non-soul-based connections, the depth of the bond was directly tied to how much time they spent with someone in the physical world. But when it comes to soul-based connections, like with a soulmate or a twin flame, there's a deeper, unconscious bond that has existed long before this lifetime. You share a soul history, and even though you might not consciously remember those past lifetimes, meeting this person triggers a sense of deep familiarity. You probably felt this right away. You just had a sense of how you'd connect with them, almost like you already understood their sense of humor and personality before knowing them. They felt this too, but they were more hesitant to embrace it. They might have dismissed those feelings of familiarity because it made them feel like they were imagining things. What's going to make this person realize just how unique your connection is will be the absence they feel from you. For some of you, this might be happening right now, which could be adding to your confusion. They may have created some distance, stopped communicating, or pulled away in some way in the physical world. But here's the thing. Spirit is encouraging you not to be the one to close that gap or bridge the distance. It's through this physical separation that they'll come to understand the depth and lasting nature of their feelings for you. This time apart will open their eyes, not just to the intensity of their emotions, but also to the possibility that there's something deeper and more spiritual happening between you. This person is highly logical and tends to be skeptical of anything they can't see or measure. But the distance they're experiencing will actually help them start to perceive the spiritual aspect of your connection. While spiritual truths aren't always fully visible or measurable, they'll begin to sense on a deeper, more conscious level that there's something special between the two of you. So, here's what I'm getting. Allow the distance, but rest easy, knowing that your intuition is spot on. This separation or space is actually crucial right now, because it's the perfect moment for this person to fully feel the intensity of the bond they share with you. Without this distance, they wouldn't be able to access that depth because they'd be too busy trying to rationalize it away with their logical mind. Okay, wow. There's a lot coming through. I'm going to keep shuffling the Rumi Oracle deck. Whoops. I almost said the Energy Oracle, but I don't believe in coincidences, so maybe Rumi has something to say. Let's pull a Rumi card instead. And while I'm shuffling, if you'd like to channel a more specific message from this reading, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me tap into your energy more clearly and bring through messages that are tailored just for you. The Rumi card we pulled is Sacred Soul Sister, and here's what the guidebook says. Her truths may seem overly dramatic, so you may discount them as workings of an overactive imagination. Or perhaps her truth tales are so subtle you dismiss them as meaningless, fleeting fantasy. The wise ones, however, know that the truths of the Sacred Soul Sister are powerful, relevant, and worthy of time and attention. They know her oftentimes strange and startling offerings hold the keys to unlock entire worlds, to open up new realities, and to transform the nature of our existence from the deepest and most esoteric spiritual levels to the most palpable, practical daily realities of our living bodies in the physical world. Wow! This Rumi message feels so different in the context of today's reading than it has in the past. I see you embodying the role of the Sacred Soul Sister here, someone who has access to divine knowledge that might seem like fantasy or imagination on the surface. The person you're connected to is on the edge of a spiritual awakening, beginning to open up to deeper, more mystical aspects of life. I'm sensing that, on a deep soul level, they've been seeking answers, whether it's about the meaning of life, their purpose, or the mysteries of existence. And their encounter with you is, in many ways, the answer to those unspoken questions. You have truly been a wish granted to this person. I'm literally envisioning a wishbone, symbolizing a wish coming true. Meeting you has opened the door for them to explore the deeper mysteries of life, whether that means diving into the inner workings of their own mind or exploring spiritual concepts they may have been curious about but never fully ventured into. You've given them this incredible chance to dance with life on a much deeper level. However, at this crucial moment, where there might be some distance or separation, they're standing at a crossroads. It's like their logical human side is trying to dismiss it all as just fantasy, yet they're feeling this profound pull toward you. That's why this separation is so important right now. It's allowing your energy to seep in, giving them time to sit with these feelings and experience that slow burning effect that your presence tends to have on others. It's almost as if they're deciding whether to keep dismissing this connection as a figment of imagination or to embrace the possibility of something far deeper and more mystical. And yes, this might come with a risk. They could fear looking foolish or even a bit out there. But that's the price of connecting with a divine being like you. You might find yourself resonating with divine feminine energy, though that might not be true for everyone. I'm sensing a strong essence of the divine feminine goddess surrounding you, and it feels like you embody a siren from mythology. Your energy seems to draw this person deep into their own soul, captivating them in a way that feels almost enchanting. Yet, their logical mind is still trying to maintain control. I know I've mentioned this before, but my guides are really stressing the significance of allowing this silence and the so-called separation. This time apart is crucial because it enables this person to truly experience the depth and intensity of their connection with you in a much more tangible and visceral way. I'm going to pull some cards now. Whoa! Before I even start, I received a message. As I glanced at the yin-yang card, I sensed this intense fixation, almost like someone who just can't look away from something, constantly turning it over in their mind. The yin-yang card also represents the spiritual energy of the deep soul bond you share, indicating that this person is really fixated on understanding this connection. However, they're doing it in silence, working through it all in their own thoughts without communicating with you. So, What's this person thinking about you? Well, there's a bit of fear around the unknown, as indicated by the Fool card in reverse. This person feels a bit inexperienced or like a beginner in this situation because your connection is unlike anything they've encountered before. They're navigating unfamiliar territory, and the circumstances surrounding your relationship may feel equally new and uncertain to them. I keep getting this image of a necklace in a vibrant green color, and it feels significant. This person is experiencing some emotional impulsiveness when it comes to their feelings for you, and what they might not fully grasp is that they can't help how quickly they're feeling this way. It's a soul connection, an energetic bond tied to a shared past life. Now, let's dive deeper into how they're feeling about you. The Queen of Pentacles shows up, and it's clear they view you very positively. They see you as this rare mix of magical and ethereal, almost divine, yet incredibly grounded and practical. This might be a bit of a struggle for them because they consider themselves very logical and down to earth. While they tend to shy away from esoteric or spiritual ideas, when they look at you, they sense a similarity. They feel you think in ways that resonate with them, blending common sense with an understanding of life's mysteries. This person recognizes that you possess a deeper, intuitive wisdom that some might dismiss as fantasy, yet it resonates with something inside them, even if it goes against their usual logic. They also see you as nurturing and warm, embodying a spirit that brings comfort and care to those around you. They're definitely feeling some inner conflict, as indicated by the 5 of Wands. With the 6 of Pentacles showing up, it seems they want to engage with you only if the energy exchange feels balanced. They really want to meet you where you are, energetically. However, this desire might be clashing with their ego, leading to some internal struggles. For some of you, this could stem from the feeling that their current circumstances or status prevent them from contributing equally to the connection, which may be causing hesitation or a desire to maintain some distance. But remember, this won't apply to everyone. What's interesting is that you and your connection are very present in their subconscious mind. The star card suggests they find your energy to be like healing waters, refreshing and purifying. This is quite a revelation for them, as they may not realize they're unconsciously empathic. Being around crowds or negative energy tends to drain them, making them feel closed off. So they're pleasantly surprised that someone they might not know very well, especially if this is a recent connection, can rejuvenate their spirit simply by being around them. Your presence feels like a breath of fresh air, replenishing their soul in ways they didn't expect. What I'm sensing is a feeling of neutrality in this connection, and it seems you might feel it too when you're around this person. There's a nostalgic vibe with the 6 of Cups, suggesting that you bring out a younger, more innocent side of them. It's like when you two interact, there's a timeless quality to your conversations, as if no matter where or when you met, your connection would always have been this pure and open-hearted. With the 6 of Wands showing up, despite the internal conflict they're experiencing, it looks like they are likely to move forward with their heart in the end. However, I sense this will happen after some careful thought, especially due to their feelings of conflict. They're asking themselves, "What do I have to offer you?" It seems part of their struggle is feeling unsure about what they can bring to someone as beautiful and magical as you. It's a unique perspective, but it resonates strongly with their energy. For those of you who resonate with the divine feminine energy, you might also be feeling shifts within your internal divine masculine. You could find yourself in situations where you're being guided to close a door, even if you're unsure of what awaits you on the other side. Trusting your intuition is key here. You're stepping forward confidently, knowing that you are divinely guided and protected in this process. With the Magician and the mirror card appearing alongside the all tied up card, it feels like the masculine is learning an important lesson: to take action with clarity and to express their truth to the divine feminine. If things have seemed stuck or like you're going in circles, represented by the all tied up card, know that this indicates that lesson is still unfolding. The masculine is on a journey to learn how to clearly articulate their feelings and take positive steps forward. This really seems to be a significant lesson for them at this time. Divine feminines are being encouraged to refrain from getting too involved externally right now. Instead, it's important to hold space for the growth and training happening within the divine masculine collective, as well as within yourselves, especially if you're in a twin flame connection. There's a significant energetic mirroring taking place between you two. As you dedicate yourself to healing and balancing your internal divine masculine and feminine, part of that journey involves having the courage to close doors that no longer align with your heart. This process allows you to fully surrender to the beautiful path ahead of you, one that is powerful and filled with potential. By taking positive action steps that enhance your personal life and move you closer to your goals and dreams, you contribute to your own healing and rebalancing. Remember, the external masculine energy you're encountering in this reading is a direct reflection of the healing and shifts happening within you. As you grow, your connection deepens. In a recent video, I talked about how this divine masculine is mirroring your healing journey. So, divine feminine, the more you choose to love, honor, and embrace yourself while moving forward in positive ways, the more this person will reflect those same choices. You're likely to witness some powerful signs of this mirroring effect, which will be hard to miss. So, what is one final card to close the reading? This card is Al as a Star of Venus. I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see and become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am a carefree visitor here for you. Rumi. The guidebook also says, your guidance is to trust your path. Trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it, possibly in fear or discomfort. Trust in the paths of others too, for in truth, there is one path, and we are all on it. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. That is not your job. Your job is to embrace your wisdom, embrace your freedom, and empower yourself to grow spiritually and live your life accordingly. You are becoming, through the bestowal of grace, something more. A goddess, a god, a human, and a sacred animal integrated as one. This is sacred alchemy, amplified in the starfires of Venus, who loves you as a brother or sister and honors your soul with her blessing. Shine true, beloved. Shine bright. Okay, so the final card for this particular reading that we're going to share is the Dissolving Light from the Rumi Oracle. I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Rumi. The guidebook also says, dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me. Let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. There is a light so intense, so powerful, that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful, it is beyond the duality of light and dark, unable to ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply beyond all logic, it just is. Certainly no lie or deception, no boundary or defense can remain intact in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretense, annihilates illusions, and takes us into a stark experience of divine truth. It is gentle, yet it cannot be overcome. It is enduring power, yet it is tender. An illusion has, or soon will be, released, and you shall become freer. Free in a way that only truth can provide. Click the Join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.